Now, this bothers you, Linda, the idea of the responsiveness of Jordan Willis, right? Because you had people banging on his door, nothing happened, and the part that bothers you is that something changed when police showed up, Linda. What changed?
I don't know what changed. I don't know why he would hear the police and not hear the people that had been there just prior. It's like he's acting. He's just trying to seem like I didn't hear anything before this, and now that the police are here, oh, I suddenly hear everything that's going on.
Somebody was so worried about what had happened when they couldn't find their loved one that they went into the house, never encountered Jordan Willis. But you say that from their perspective, they saw out on the back patio, from the room where the guys were supposedly hanging out and the couch where supposedly Jordan Willis may or may not have fallen asleep, they could see one of the men in a chair on the patio. Is that right?
That's my understanding, yes. She saw that house right away, or she saw that body out on the back patio right away because it was sitting up. It was not laying down on the ground.
And it obviously raised your concern about how could this time go by and their friend not notice them out there.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, 2 days with cars parked out front. When you got big dogs that you let in and out of the house to go to the restroom, how could you not see what was out there?
I understand the suspicion. I don't understand the situation with the dogs, Linda. I've heard one dog. I've heard two dogs. I've heard they were home. I've heard they weren't home. What have you guys heard?
I've heard the two dogs were home.
And that's why, Rickie Sr., you're saying, so if he had the dogs, either he didn't let them out, which would mean that house would be a mess after 2 days, or he was letting them out. And how do you explain that?
That's what I'm trying to figure out, yeah. I believe he knew Linda, it. He was trying to cover everything up.
Well, but then, Linda, it takes us to another obvious situation. If this is all so obvious and curious, you know, the story doesn't make sense, you must know something more, the police don't seem to share the curiosity that this play happened here. What do you make of their assessment?
I think 3 dead bodies in the backyard would be looked at as foul play, and to some degree. I don't know 3 men dropping dead and freezing in the backyard. I don't know how they come to that assessment.
The only time you've heard from the police... Go ahead, Rickie, say it again. That night when you found out, what happened?
Yeah, when we found out somebody was dead, we went over there, and the police stopped us and got our information and said they would either come by our house within 2 to 4 hours or contact us. They never did.
You went to the house? I've become a Rickie translator. So you went to the police and they said, we'll get...
They never did, no. I've had to do all the calling to them.
And they've done nothing since. I haven't contacted us in any way.
And when you call them, what do you get?
I kind of get an irritated voice that says that this is an ongoing investigation and they can't tell me anything. Even when I explain that I'm, you know, his stepmother calling for his father, none of that seems to matter. They don't even say they would come to the house and explain something to me. There's just no
It's an
contact.
ongoing investigation, but the place where it happened has not been made a crime scene.
That's correct.
Right.
That's the reason I'm
Now-
hired the top lawyer here in Kansas City.
Right. I know you got your own counsel because you want to make sure that you're motivating the system to do the right thing as much as possible. I get it. Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of NewsNation's fact-driven coverage.